This fantasy matchup is brought to you by Woodford Reserve. True Kentucky Straight Bourbon. 90 proof. If it's not Woodford Reserve, it's not bourbon. Well. Week 1 of the playoffs. Number 4 Gobo versus number 1 Wembley. Gobo had humongous week with 122 points. Absolutely no. Not crushing Fraggle Wembley, because showing the power that the 1 seed has, put up 168 points, leaving Gobo crying and crying and crying. Let's look back at how that happened, shall we? Tom Brady, 27 points. Gore, 14. Rice, 21. Adrian Peterson, 30. Victor Cruz, 20. Demaryius Thomas, lowly little 8. Jimmy Graham, lowly little 5. And the Seahawks defense, not 41. Is that true? Did the defense put up 41 points? Oof. 41 points. And only 2 points by kicker Shane Graham. Gobo, very respectable. Thought I was definitely in trouble. First play from scrimmage, Jamal Charles takes to the house, 80 yards. Boom. Pow. 17 points. Right there. Right how. Thought I was in deep shit. Right? 5 seconds later, Adrian Peterson, boom. 50 yards. Boom. 20 yards. Boom. 2-yard touchdown. 15 points. Right there. Right back. Oh. Anyhow, absolutely amazing week 1. Looking like week 2 of the playoffs is between these two. Actually might make it a lot closer and more interesting than people thought, since it's already on their way. Andy Dalton I put in instead of having Tom Brady, because I don't like to play key players against the 49ers defense. And since I was up by so much, put in Andy Dalton, and he got me 12 points. Not great, not bad. Thought he should have put up more against Philly. Honestly, thought I was going to put 16 to 18 up. So, either way, he only got 12. Gobo had actually 2 people going in Thursday's matchup. The Jars Green Ellis, who had a great game, 18 points, and AJ Green, who had 11. 29 points between the two. Gobo did what he needed to do to kind of close the gap a little bit. Going into Sunday's games, Gobo is behind by 29 points. It looks a lot better than the 40-something, the 46 that he was behind. So he's got to be incredibly happy with that. The plus side is he's only 29 down. The minus side is he's already had 2 people go instead of Wembley's 1. But then again, Wembley already had his quarterback going. But I'm pretty sure the rest of his team scores pretty well as well. I don't think the Hawks are going to be putting up 41 points this week against Buffalo. But you know what? You never know. Product placement, you see? You thought it was just for show. Shame on you guys. I don't always drink bourbon, but when I do, it's Woodford Reserve. Smooth. Anyhow. Actually, I should probably not put that over there. I'll put it over here because I'll be drinking it, and I don't want to get out of frame for you guys too much. You know how much I care about cinematic value. Week 2, we're going to see if Gobo can really make a run at it. Listen, 40 points is a humongous amount, but if you really think about it, if I have a horrible week and put up 80, and Gobo does what he did again last week, he wins. So in fantasy football, obviously anything is possible. But even though it might be unlikely, Wembley at the moment has a clear shot at the championship matchup, while Gobo has the definite uphill climb. But like I said, anything can happen. We'll look to see if it can, okay? Let's start with the underdog here, Gobo, starting Matthew Stafford against Arizona's defense. You got to love it. The only problem is Arizona's so horrible. If Matthew Stafford doesn't get his points early and say LaShore has a big game or he gets maybe a touchdown or some picks, but I mean, like, Detroit goes up huge, they're not going to be throwing as much and he won't get as many points. That said, Stafford puts up 18. Okay? Oh, you know what? I actually have calculator feature. So, I am doing that. So, you know, like when I say, oh, how much he's going to score, I'll actually have it. So, I said 18 for him, plus his 29 that he's already scored. Aha! Jamal Charles. Well, guess what? He had his big week last week. And as I said in the preview, Jamal Charles is fucking up here, then down here. Then up here, and then down here. Well, he was up there. Guess where he's going to go? Down there. He's going against an Oakland defense. You'd think he would put up a lot of points, but give him only 12, which is honestly not that good or what you particularly need, Gobo. Noshan Marino, where the hell did he come from? Great pickup by Gobo and sitting Torrey Smith, or who did you have? I think Denarius Moore. You were kind of going in between there. So that was an amazing pickup. Also with Denarius Alexander, San Diego Chargers wide receiver, how he was still available. And in all honesty, I tried to pick him up to shut you down of that because I know that Hakeem Nicks is hurt, and I completely forgot. I was thinking about it on Tuesday, and then I was about to do it, and I don't know what got into me, and I completely forgot it, and it pisses me off, and if that breaks me, you know what, it's my damn fault, but still, great fantasy know-how, Gobo, and congratulations on picking up Denarius Alexander against the Carolina defense. Give me 16 points for him. But back to Noshan Marino, going against a good Baltimore defense. Not great like they usually are, so you have a little bit more of a shot at it. But I see them running not as much. Going against a good Baltimore defense, considering how bad they have been against the pass, I'm actually going to give Noshan Marino only 8 points this week. Then we have Mr. A.J. Green, who's already scored. That's already calculated. Aaron Hernandez against San Francisco. He's going to score his points. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to actually give him 12 points, even against the vaunted 49ers defense at 60 yards, 1 touchdown. Lions defense against Arizona. I see what you're doing here. Play the defense against Arizona. My friend, I don't think you're going to get as lucky as 41 points. But I do see the Lions putting up 13. And that leaves Mr. Blair Walsh, the kicker from Minnesota, going against St. Louis. St. Louis with a very good defense. Obviously, Minnesota only runs. So give Blair Walsh 8 points. And that gives Hugo, Mr. Gobo, 116 points this week. Very respectable. Very respectable. That means that we're looking, after a calculation of Wembley, to be at around 76 to make this a very interesting game. We already have Andy Dalton with 12, which of course I predicted spot on. Frank Gore against an improved New England defense, but trust me, they can be had. Give me 13 points for Frank Gore. Ray Rice, little did you guys know, they changed offensive coordinators because, lo and behold, they weren't getting Ray Rice the ball enough. Now, that's got to be scary. Look for him to get 25 to 30 touches overall this game, and that equals 22 fantasy points for Ray Rice. Adrian Peterson declared last week that he's not going for 2,000 yards. No. He's going for the record. And that means that he's going to be force-fed the ball because God knows he's the only offense, and God knows he is still the best back in the league against St. Louis. Good defense. He's still going to get his. Give him 19 points. Not huge, not bad. 130 yards and a touchdown. Victor Cruz going against Atlanta. Well, Atlanta's been porous. They've been playing bad. They are playing at home, but you know Eli plays better on the road. Give me 16 points for Victor Cruz, especially with Hakeem Nicks sitting on the bench. Jimmy Graham, God, he's been almost non-existent, not getting the points. Look for him to do well against the 32nd ranked pass defense of Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Give me 14 points for Jimmy Graham. Seahawks defense in Buffalo, definitely not going to be as good, only 9. And Shane Graham, Houston against Indy. A lot of points going to be scored in that game. I see it. 9 points for Shane Graham. And that's 114 points. So congratulations, Gobo. You win the week, but you lose the war, my friend. Congratulations, you're going to the consolation round. Prove me wrong. Good luck.